reach that expectation?
Well, I hope so. I don't know. You can't predict wins. What you can predict is how hard your kid's going to play, and hopefully reach your potential. And that's where we put our focus. I can't get caught up in that stuff. This kid behind me, I can't get caught up in that stuff. We're just focused on being better. Tomorrow than we were today, and things. Coach speak. But ultimately, the expectations are higher. That comes with the territory. We've been working hard to get to this point, and we're getting closer to where we want to be.
In what ways are you better?
Well, I just think now we're a little bit more experienced. So a year ago, you saw a team come together where there was some talent. The culture of our program really developed last year. You saw people who followed our program know in January, February, this team really came together, and they developed just a toughness to them and an identity in how we were going to play and practice and prepare, and that's maintained. And once you get that culture, unless you bring in the wrong people, you're going to keep that culture, and so that's where we're at. It's been a great off season, and so expectations are high.
NCAA tournament win for you guys. What does that mean? What's the significance of that for this program?
Well, I think it's just a big step, in the right direction. You want to get there, and then you want to do something once you're there, and so that win was a big one over Middle Tennessee, and then, we faced a 1 seed, so we learned you don't want to be an 8 or a 9, in the tournament, and so that, though, gave us a vision, and that vision was, what it takes to play against the absolute best, and South Carolina provided that. Certainly we have, a few teams in this conference that are right there as well. And so this team went into the offseason with just a very clear vision of what it takes to be there and then do something once you're there, and that's their goal.
It's always my philosophy, come tournament time, all these fan bases complain about being like 11 and 12 and thinking they're underseeded. I'd rather be that than 8 or 9, right?
12 looked awful good last year.
That's right, exactly. What is the key for you guys to have a successful year this year?
Yeah, I think we're just getting better. A year ago, you look at some of our weaknesses. We struggled at the free throw line. We didn't take care of the ball like we need to. Those are some key areas. I think, we were young. This team was 9 freshmen, sophomore out of 11 a year ago. So just development physically, taking the next step individually in that way. So I think we're bigger, stronger. We are. So I just think those things just incrementally move us forward, and so that's, I don't know, you add experience to that, and so I think, it's just natural to take the next step.
One last thing, we were talking to Wayne, he's in a similar situation now than you were when you came. He had open tryouts, which is something you had to do. Have you talked to him at all? What's your relationship like with him, and have you imparted any wisdom, might not be the right word, but talked about your experience going through a similar thing and getting the program to heights from
Yeah, well, I don't think he needs my advice, first off. He's a great guy. Really excited that he and his staff are here. Excited about what they're going to accomplish, what they already have accomplished. Certainly remember what it was like to be in a similar situation, a few years ago. But, I think the key is just staying the course, being true to who you are. Then aligning with people that are just, high in character, and that's what we've done. Haven't veered from that, never panicked, and I've listened, to what he has said, and he's been right along those lines. So those guys are going to get it done.